Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zero from TechDragon.info, and today we are taking a look at the Expeditionary Tank Reaper here. Part of the bundle that I talked about yesterday as well. The other one in the bundle is the Terminator. Separate video on that. Don't forget, I'll put a link in the description to that one as well. To keep in mind, this is only going to be on sale up to Monday. After that, you won't be able to get these anymore, at least not for now. It's not like they're removing them completely, but these are normally not on sale, so do keep that in mind if you like these tanks. So, what do you get for the package? The package is not cheap, but what do you actually get for it? Well, you get this thing, and you get the Terminator. I already talked about the Terminator, like I said, so we're just going to focus on this thing. What is this tank? Well, the only thing I can really compare it with in my garage is the Stingray. It might sound a little bit weird, although they're both the same tank type. They're both light tanks, so in that respect, this thing's turret is unmanned, so it will take reduced damage, and it gets really good. Let me show you here, depression and elevation. As you can see, I don't know off the top of my head what the elevation was on this thing, but yeah, depression 12 degrees, that is not bad at all. I was really shocked at how far this thing can depress this turret. This thing is actually surprisingly good at peeking over hills and shooting over hills. Did not expect that. So that is something to keep in mind. Now, one thing, the armor, absolute garbage. Look at it. Nothing. Absolute nothing. And it's just higher hardness steel, so yeah, nothing. Really nothing. I cannot press this enough. There is no armor on this thing. So if you're gonna have anybody shoot at you and you have to make a choice where they're gonna shoot you, let them shoot the turret because you'll take reduced damage because it's unmanned. So that. Other than that, don't get shot. So this thing is pretty much, well, I guess a Centauro. Like, you sit there and you snipe. That's about it. You don't get the penetration though. 266 with the heat at least. The AP is a bit better at 303, but still not as good as the Centauro. I mean, it's not a tank destroyer, so damage is not as high either, but it's not that far off at 423 for the heat ammo and 339 for the AP. Wait, was I saying correct? No. It is, yeah, 423. No, never mind. And 339 for the AP. Yeah, there we go. And the AP has how much penetration? 303. So do keep that in mind. And of course the HE shell, heat shell flies slower than the AP shell, but that's normal and that's nothing we need to discuss here. As for hit points 1500, you'll need them because, like I said, no armor. Damage per minute is pretty damn good. Reload time is pretty good. I don't have retrofits on here. Let's take a quick look here. What would I take? I'm not entirely sure. Might go over intercom systems. Does depend on the crew a little bit. What do we get? We get a gunner and we get a driver. That kind of stinks because the vents they go with these stats. So as for the commander, I currently have Anthony in here just for the experience boost, just to get my crew leveled up a little bit faster. So do keep that in mind. Not the best crew and no retrofits yet. What else is there to say? This thing, it's pretty maneuverable. Where's the speed here? 80 kilometers an hour top speed. Your special ability on this tank is the speed boost that you can do every 40 seconds, minute? I'm not entirely sure. Something like that. So you do have the, it accelerates pretty damn rapidly as well. Hold reverse is pretty good. Camouflage values 255. It's actually better than the Centauro, so that's pretty good. I mean, it is a slightly lower profile. I mean, if you look at the turret height here, and it's slightly taller but less bulky, so, its overall profile is smaller. Accuracy, 0.10, pretty damn good. Aim time, 2.3. That could go down a little bit. I mean, once the gunner goes up, that will be a little bit better as well once we level that one up. But yeah, the thing is, you don't ever want to get shot on this thing. And the Terminator is your natural enemy. GTFO. Do not try to duel like that because you will not bounce a single round. So this thing will shoot you. Does it list the clip size here? Maybe if we go here real quick. 40 times 45. Don't have a calculator handy. Well, anyways, it's a lot. The 2400 damage, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. So pretty much you can one clip him because you're not gonna bounce a single shot. So yeah, do keep that in mind. Don't ever stay in front of an autoloader. GTFO. Anything else? Well, not so much. Good camo, good maneuverability, great gun. This is one of those guns that you just need to keep singing. Keep firing. Shoot, 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 and shoot. I would say, if at all possible, mostly shoot heat, of course, for the extra damage. And only switch to AP if you really can't pen. But other than that, this thing is a blast. Just keep firing and keep just chipping away. This is basically a extremely mobile TD. Think of it as a Centauro that has slightly less damage and slightly less penetration, but way more maneuverability and better camouflage. What more do you want? And you could go as far as to put a camo net on it. Camo net? Camouflage. Yes, there we go. Come on. Thinking about it? There. So, yeah, you could apparently not go with... Oh, of course not. It has the paint. Duh. Never mind. Stupid. Did we get the turkey? Yeah, we did. Okay, that one, and that one, I do believe. I seem to have collected a couple over, yeah, beta tester. Oh yeah, been in here for a while. Anyways, of course you can't do camo. Duh, stupid. Anyways, let's take this thing for a ride and see what happens, shall we? And here we are. Let's take it. No? Time to minimize. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna have to take external view here because the replays don't allow for normal view. So it's not like I'm just shooting everything like this by not looking at them. Okay? Just so you know. So the reason I dug into the building here is because I actually got detected here. And it's like, must be something near. And, ow. Not sure if that was aimed at me or not. So, good start. We already get shot by RD. Backing up here, as you can see, this thing reverses quite rapidly as well, which is a nice feature. So you can use side scraping, not so much to, you know, wither any shots because you're not going to, but it is a nice way to quickly peek out because your gun is in the back, so you will expose a hell of a lot less of your tank. Just looking, did he seriously just shoot me? Wait, there is at least somewhat of an internal view. That's new. Or is this just, oh, this is just sniper view. Okay, didn't have that before. Doesn't actually control the camera though. It does. Oh, okay. Well, I guess we leave it on this. I mean, hey, if it can do the aiming for us. I'll have to see if it gets too confusing while driving, but for now this works. Put a shot in there into Leo. My aiming circle is not that high though. So that's not entirely correct. Aiming a little bit lower there. Going for a shot there. Nope, didn't quite pen. You don't see my ammo choices here. What I do with this tank is I mostly run heat, unless I can't pen, and I'm going for AP. Going for a low plate shot there. Shooting an Abrams. If you don't know where to shoot an Abrams, on the front, pretty much in the middle of the upper hull, there's a driver's hatch, or driver viewport, I guess, a better way of putting it. That's where you can shoot them frontally, but it is very difficult to hit at range. Already spotted. AP loaded, sadly. I don't have my heat loaded. And he gets annihilated before I get a chance. Well, poop. So yeah, while driving this gets a little bit confusing. Let's pull back here. Yeah, I guess this works. This isn't too bad. Coffee. I may have gotten some coffee in the meantime. What? We critically damaged both his tracks. But here, Nope. This is the depression that you have. Like, you can really... Where's this camera going? This thing has a good amount of depression, so you can really peek over hills and do good work. I mean, with the sloping, if you can put your barrel like that, you can pretty much hide your entire hull behind the hill. That is not bad at all. Let's just keep in the external view here. So we're going to be driving around for a little bit here. Oh, spotted something. And this thing is pretty easy to hide behind hills as well. Like, this hill was enough to hide me. Like, he couldn't see me there. I have to actually back up in order to see him, to finish him off. Reload time can definitely use some work. That's one thing that you could focus your retrofits on, reload time. So, I'm not sure what to do. You have two universal and one technology. Thinking about the technology about maybe view range or maybe vents in order to get a little bit better reload. That might not be a terrible idea. AMD 4 as a lieutenant. Waiting for him to peek. There we go. That looked like an AP shell by the amount of damage. Yeah, I had AP loaded here. When I went into town, I basically loaded AP because you don't know what you're going to be facing. So it's better to have something that can always pen and do some damage than looking at a shot there. The Terminator decided, nah, I don't have a good shot. So that's not. Thunderbolt is looking at me, finishing him off. And Terminator looking if I have a line, but this truck is blocking my line here. As you can see here, how far I have to come forward in order to get a shot in at him, and that cost me a lot of health. That was pretty bad. So, shouldn't do that. Put a nice side shot into him, pull back here, keep this truck between me and him. He's not firing at me. Can't quite see him. Waiting for the shot, and it doesn't pen. Dang it. Come on, ass shot, and he just turned around. Dang it, come on. Come on, don't fail me now. So he's turning around. Oh. When we managed to get the truck to absorb at least one shell. Can we finish him off? Yes, we can. Good. There's another one. Oh, shit. Luckily he's behind the containers and can't see us. I think it is at this point that I decide I'm going to use my health pack because this is not looking good for me. I do recommend always taking the better, repair kits. The field kits, I think it's called. Medium, whatever, that thing. The 25k one. Don't even bother with the lower one. You just, on these kind of tanks that are this fragile, you really, really need to take the big one. I know it's a big chunk of money, but it only costs money if you use it. If you don't use it, it doesn't cost you anything. So I really, really recommend taking that one. So I waited longer than I thought I did to fix it. Can we finish him off? Yes, we can. There we go. Now I fixed it. As you can see, fully healed and full back on ammo as well. Can't really see that, but reloading a shell here, so that's why I was sitting still for a moment. Notice.
Keep your eyes open.
I'm trying to see what that sign said. And something behind me gets spotted. Is that not a Terminator? Did I see that? Oh crap, it is a Terminator. Oh, try to put one. I had heat loaded. So I go for a turret shot there. Reloading AP here in order to go through his driver's hatch. If you don't know where that is, right there in the upper hull. You zoom in on the next shot. Pretty sure the next one goes in as well. Here. Right there. You see where that shot is in? Well, a lot of dust. Hard to see. Dang it. Right there, in the middle of the upper frontal hull, basically. There's a little slit there, you can see. That's where I want to pin him. When shooting at the sides of those things, always look at the damaged armor plating. If you have armor plating that's damaged, shoot it there. You have a way greater chance of penetrating. And if you don't, oh crap. Looking around here, seeing that there's a main battle tank 70 behind me. Choice between getting shot by him or getting shot by a Begleitspanzer. I'd rather get shot by the Begleitspanzer. And that's why I was sitting behind that truck, to at least absorb one shell. And he gets finished off good. VFM in front. Put a nice shot in, and he puts a return shot into me through everything. And dang. Just waiting for him to break that. There we go. Finish him off as well. And another Ramka. Ah, shit. Man. My natural friggin' enemy. So, yeah, you're gonna have to figure out what you want to do with your retrofits. Reload time is pretty good, but, it can always be better. So, reload time is not a bad one. Damage is not a bad one, because these shells do a decent amount of damage. So, if you can up 400 damage to be more, then, why not? I mean, that's 40 more damage, give or take, per shot. depending on what you put on there, of course, and what level of retrofit you have. Trying not to pull up in front of the guy in front of me, but I know I have a very low hull, so I shouldn't. That's the nice thing about this tank. And also its kind of downfall. You do have places where you can't shoot over, but you see like that little ridge line behind us, a walkway there? You can actually hide most of your hull behind that while your turret is sticking out. That's pretty good. Finishing off. Going for the VFM. Shot in. As my neighbor here misses.
Looks like you earned yourself a bonus.
Putting another shot in, super easy to see what's going on. Gonna have to take a little bit more actively care of the camera, I guess. Around the corner here, seeing it, there's a Glide Panzer over there. Gonna go around the tracks to ambush him. Well, ambush. Let's put a shot on his ass. I think I got spotted there, like underneath the tracks or something, but he hasn't turned around, so surprise! That was an AP shell. There we go. Now I'm loading heat. As he gets finished off, well, balls. Let me show you. Shot right between my ally there and what we're looking at. Trying to put a yes! Sneak a shell in. And I managed to finish off that Begleitspanzer. Good. What do we have left? A Leo 2A5. To be honest, I need to figure out where to pin those suckers, because I cannot find a weak spot on the front of those damn things. If anybody knows, let me know, please. But, yeah, you can see it here. If you zoom in, I'm absolutely looking at all weak spots. I'm looking for a turret ring shot. That's like, you know, a thing I can imagine. You can go for hatches, but they usually give pretty crappy results. Putting one in a BP there, pulling back, and lower plate, nothing. Oh, gonna run over there. Begleitspanzer, put a shot in, pull back. Go forward again. He gets finished off as well. Good stuff. There's that Leo. There he is, trying to go into the track there. Ow! As we take a return shell to the face. Now at this point, I'm looking at where are my allies. Okay, they're over in that direction. So we're sort of getting impinged over there. So I'm just reversing here. Look at this thing. This thing is 30 in reverse. That is not bad at all. I was like, really? I go around him and he pretty much re-angled exactly for me. Are you kidding me? Dang it. So waiting for him to shoot. I was of course already loaded, but just waiting for him to shoot. There we go. Put a nice shot to his side. I mean, I know you can shoot him inside, obviously, but is there any way you can pin him front, is the question. Waiting for him to shoot. Oh, and he gets finished off, and that is game. GG. Let's take a look at the stats, shall we? And here we are with the stats. We got a fire support, shooter, and a target. Okay. That's not good, getting a target in this thing. You can see here we had a tier 5 that did pretty damn well. Doing 10k in that thing is pretty damn good. We also had somebody who did nothing. Great. So we still got experience for doing literally nothing. Not a point of damage. How do you even get experience for that? Anywho. So we fired 58 shots. We only missed 3. That's pretty damn good. Doing grand total of 14,000 damage here. 14.5k. That is pretty dang good. 2,000 assist damage. Mitigated, none. Yeah, you're not going to bounce on this thing. This thing is an absolute glass cannon. Now, as for the retrofits, I don't know. I'm still not entirely sure what to do with it, but I'm leaning towards this one. What was his view range again? 3, yeah, it's not that great, so I might actually put in extra view range here. Because you want to keep this thing at distance, as far away as possible, so I might possibly put that in. As for the other 2 slots, more than likely it's going to be experimental propellant. Hopefully I can get the Mark II here soon. No, I won't be able to get that soon. Dang it. And probably just something that does extra damage. I don't think the accuracy really needs any boost. 0.10 is good. Aim time could use a little bit of a boost, just so you don't have to peek out as long. So something with aim time and damage. Where's that thing? Rate of fire, moving accuracy, normalization, thermal sleeve, rate of fire. That might not be bad. I think this one. Yeah, damage and aim time. So I'm probably gonna put the magnetic actuator on here. And Palmaria, don't I have that? I have that. I just don't have a research yet. I'm looking at the Mark II here. So I'm probably gonna put that one on and possibly experimental propellant. So that would give me 3 and 5, like 8.5, 8.3 something percent extra damage. And how much aim time? 7.5% aim time. That's not bad. What is the aim time? 2.3. It's gonna be like 2.2. And do keep in mind I don't have the best commander on here yet either, so it's gonna get a little bit better. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums this tank up. Glass cannon. Keep the gun singing as long as you can, as often as you can, and you'll do buttloads of damage. I mean, that was a game with a pretty much stock crew and no retrofits. Not too shabby. So yeah, that is the experimental tank, or the expeditionary tank, or also known as the expeditional asshole, because I don't like it when these things shoot me. So that is it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.